Live from the Preston Highway Studios, it's 24-hour Purple People.
Well, hello, and welcome back to 24-hour Purple People. My name is John Harper, and we're absolutely thrilled to have you along for the ride today as we are all set to talk LouCity FC, racing Louisville, and everything to make sure you get your weekly dose of purple. I've taken mine, gentlemen. I hope you've taken yours as well. Tonight's episode, we cover where not to foul world-class soccer player as racing splits the point at Gotham. LouCity has no injuries and no goals, but neither did Orange County, and we take the legal pad paper off our serving plate and use it to set the table as we talk standings entering the final weeks for both of our favorite squads. And joining me, two men that I would consider part of my favorite squad as well. First, the colonel of the squad. When Ken's mic crackles, the match ignites, city surges, racing rumbles, and the rhythm finds its fury. Beneath Lynn's family's glow, he treads stats with swagger, spins tails with Tennessee, and channels the pulse of purple faithful. This is not going well. Can we keep the commentary crisp, the crescendos climbing, the crowd caught in the current? Absolutely. Ken's the conductor of chaos and the voice behind the victory. Ken, hello.
My AI is way better than your AI.
I mean, there's definitely... let me look at this.
Tennessee. Why were we talking about Tennessee?
Well, no, tendency.
Was it tenacity? Tenacity?
The tendency.
Tendency.
Oh,
tendency.
Woo, that was rough. All right.
Well, here's the thing: is I just took your intro and I put it in Chat GPT, and it said redo this without North Carolina, and this is what it gave me.
So my intro was written by Microsoft Copilot. So if you take an AI thing and you put it in another AI thing, it just continues to degrade until chaos ensues.
Yes,
it's a Xerox of a Xerox.
Exactly.
How are you?
Man, I'm exhausted, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be here. This has got me energized. It's got I can at least get through like an hour and a half of this.
You got this. We believe in you, Johnny. We believe in you. Not a great start, but we believe in you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Here's Matt.
It's spooky season. Have you boys been watching anything spooky on TV to get in the mood?
No,
I don't do that. Nope.
So over the weekend, right, I watched this 90s true crime documentary about these three people who went into the Maryland woods, and they were trying to find like a local legend that people all over these Maryland woods would talk about, right? But they all went missing, right? But somebody found all their footage.
Wait, okay. What is this? A true crime something?
Yeah, this is a documentary. So true crime. But the camcorder footage was pretty spooky, I gotta say. And they find all these like stick men that are like hanging up in the trees, right? That's weird, right? Like they show up when they're asleep. It's fucking weird. No explanations, right? We don't know. We don't know what goes on, right? They found like a bundle of teeth and some hair. It's a whole big thing. Anyway, I checked the GeoCities website that was linked on the back of the case, the DVD case, right? And they had some more info about the whole thing. So here's what I was thinking, right? 24-hour purple people, right? Ken, you like to camp, correct?
Yeah, I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going.
Off season, we head up to the Maryland woods and we see what we can rustle up, right? We see if we can find any evidence, anything support these people's claims. I'm pretty sure the 24-hour purple project.
Are you sure this was not a actual a film production, Matt?
Like
no, it was all on like camcorders. I mean, I don't know who edited it into like
a Blair Witch kind of thing.
It was the Blair Witch Project.
Did that come out in the 90s?
It's too early to use the mute button, isn't it? I think it is. All right. What is spooky season? It was a spooky Sunday, so to speak, I guess.
Ooh, the Sunday spookies.
How'd you guys enjoy your Sunday? Watched the racing game from a nice, comfortable chair, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or a party.
Went to Broadway the night before. which was very cool. And then went to the Art Sanctuary to a show the night before that. Evil Dead was
Hell
one
yeah.
of these splatter shows. You know what I'm talking
Nice.
about? So the
Like
Evil
Gallagher?
Dead. Yeah, exactly.
Sort of. Yeah, yeah.
So there's like the splash zone, and of course we're like, where's the best place to sit in the splash zone? So they put us in the third row, center aisle, and we just got covered in fake blood, and then we went to the Canary Club after that. So let's kind of
Oh,
fun.
that's awesome.
Nice.
Sounds like a fun night. Yeah.
Evil Dead's running through Saturday, I think. So if you have a chance, get to that show because it's good.
Yeah, support local theater. Assholes.
Absolutely.
I don't know why I call everybody assholes.
Asshole.
right. Okay. Well,
How about
Sunday
soccer?
afternoon, from somewhere in New York metropolitan area, we had a gut punch and a gut check, a match where racing showed resilience, led late, and still walked away needing one more result. The team's identity was on full display. The usual, gritty, hard to beat, unafraid to go toe-to-toe with any team in the NWSL. The Lavender Ladies walked away with a crucial point and remains in control of its postseason fate. With one match left, it's simple. Beat Bay FC at home on decision day where all the games start at the same time, and they're in. No pressure at all, except the
None.
pressure I feel transitioning to these highlights, gentlemen. Here we go.
Okay,
Yeah,
Transition.
no magic trick this year.
Hey, hold on,
this
but
week.
we got to talk about the lineup a little bit, right? So
Sure.
if Malaya is going to start, which she did, then Sonice, right? Is that how we say it?
That guy, he said
Yes.
that name
Yes.
different every single time.
Every time,
Oh
every time
my
he said it.
God.
Sonice, and then there was
Sonice.
Jonas, and then there was Becky. We got all three in there. Hey, hold on.
Okay.
So she flips over to left back because Malaya's going to play right back. I don't know. I don't know. Let's watch.
Oh, now I get to the lineup and you want to watch. Okay.
Do we have like a true left back on the roster? Is that
Well, okay. So I was looking at that because I was wondering about that. We've got Peterson. I don't know what happened to Peterson. I don't even know if she was on the bench or not because I can't see the lineups NWSL. And we've got Jean and we've got Wright that are predominantly center backs, and then we've got Haas, I think, has played there, and we also have that's it, and McKenna, right?
Yes, McKenna Morris.
New player, McKenna Morris, a new player. Anyway.
Oh, here's an old player. Oh, of course. Of course, Jaden Shaw finds an open player at the top of the key, and of course it's Jalen Howe. You can't make this shit up.
Howell's fourth goal on the season, and she scored how many for us?
I want to say less than 4.
0. I don't think she scored at all for us. But she's just seemed to have found her groove playing in this Gotham team, surrounded by talent, and her talent just came out, just kissed the inside of that post. I don't think Jordan Blueber had a chance at it.
It looked like at one point it was deflected on some of the shots they had at that goal, but I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, they they had a lot of chances up front.
Ooh, here's another one back to it right off the crossbar.
There's another one right there. So it was pretty hard to watch, knowing that we had to get a result out of this one.
The first 30 minutes were rough, right? The commentator, I believe her quote was, "It's one-way traffic," i.e., Gotham to their attacking end.
But then we got our Sears was sprung, and Sonis or Becky, not sure, came in late.
She sends this ball behind her and across her body. I mean, what a pass!
Yeah, was it an own goal, or did they give that to? I'm just gonna say Sonis.
They gave it to Sonis. That is a Sonis goal. Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go again. Right, we started playing a little bit through the midfield. I thought we started to get some sustained pressure. Then we fought tooth and nail for this one. Ari pokes it out, and then Emma gets it. Puts her whole foot through it. What a shot!
It took that deflection. It could have gone anywhere. It was it could have gone much higher, much farther in the corner, making the keeper work. Rose Lavelle was torching us all day. So was mid purse.
Yes.
Well, those two players were struggling, and they just connected right there. And Sonus or Becky was asleep and had been struggling with Midge all game, and this was just another one. Roosevelt again playing on fire, like we haven't seen her play for the national team in forever because she's been had a pretty significant injury. So
Yeah.
a good time for her to be playing well. On the other hand, maybe not so good for us.
Yeah, I think
I think
Katie's-
Lavelle's had some injury trouble too, right?
Yeah, she had I don't know what it was, but it slowed her down for a good year.
I think Katie said, imagine that, Roosevelt killing it with her feet.
I know, weird.
Crazy.
I mean, she's back to being one of the top players in the world again. I think if she continues to play like that. So yeah, a little nervy, but 1-1 nonetheless. So going into halftime, I'm happy. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good.
That it's 1-1. No changes at half. And I thought maybe we started out the second half better than we started out the first half, and then that just that press leads to the ball eventually getting to Schwebs and her getting into the goal.
Got to give it up to Kayla Fisher here for starting out this whole sequence. And then Weber does not give up on this play. I mean, this is a out of nowhere goal.
Yeah. So Kayla Fisher was really we don't have the deepest bench in the world. So when we were talking about who do we bring on, she was really the only one we could come up with. And then that happened. It's just a gut punch.
Roosevelt, anybody from Cincinnati let us have anything nice, all right? They do this every time.
Yeah, that would have scored on anybody.
Yeah.
And even when you see where Jordan had lined up in the box, she was still cheating over to that right goalpost. And Roosevelt's favorite left foot figured she was going to take it. That's why Jordan was cheating a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then they had another chance, but I think Jordan had that well in hand right there.
Yeah.
At the end.
That pretty well.
So 1 point.
What does that do for us? What does that do for us, boys? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
How could we have won that game? How could we have held on to that lead?
So we had to kill that game for what, half an hour, basically. I think we scored like the 65th.
Yep.
Something like that. So we had to kill it for roughly half an hour against a team that was getting some really good
all game.
Yeah, all game. They're having really good moments. I mean, Rose Lavelle seemed like she was bound and determined to score. I haven't watched a lot of Gotham this year. I haven't watched a lot of Rose Lavelle in particular, but she's back in form for sure.
She's back in form. She's back. It's not good for anybody other than Gotham fans.
Yeah, it's good for Gotham.
Yes, and the U.S. national team. But everybody else, this is the Roosevelt, probably my favorite national team player. What I first saw when she first burst on the scene, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever it was. But yeah, Sonus or Becky moving over to the back instead of forward and getting into our attack. I think it hurt us a little bit. Haas did well. She's also gotten a under something a national team pickup.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody noticed that.
20,
but I think
22?
I think
20.
Janine is so much more dangerous attacking up that left wing for us. So trying to solve that left back. Now that Malay is back, trying to solve the left back problem, I think is important moving forward.
I also think Haas is maybe a little better on the defensive end as well.
We've seen her both. We've seen her play both. They've
Yes.
obviously been playing around with that position, trying to find the best fit. And this is the one we went with. I'm not going to say it's a mistake because they know a hell of a lot more about this game than I do, but it just felt like that the matchup between Midge Purse and Sonus was not going well for us ever from the beginning of the game.
No, definitely wasn't. I mean, the game racing had a good tempo. We saw that kind of like at times against Chicago had a really good tempo. By the way, Chicago losing 6-1 to San Diego yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did somebody who scored all those goals? I didn't see who scored.
I didn't look at any of that, but saw the
Diego
score.
played.
But anyway, Racing, just seems to find themselves in these situations where just it's hard at times to be, you get discouraged. But let's say this: they have. I think Sonis said this in the press conference. She said that they're in control. They're in control of their destiny. And it comes down to a very big match. I did not realize until I read a couple days ago that the NWSL does the whole every game starts at the same time. I did not know that.
Oh yeah. They just announced that time today.
Yeah. They did that last year too, so it should be super, super fun.
5 o'clock Sunday, November 2nd. They're going to make us wait 2 more weeks before we get in the playoffs. It's decision day, which means it's no longer anybody's birthday. On that Sunday, November 2nd, nobody's. Decision day supersedes all. So whenever somebody says happy birthday to me, I'm going to simply say, actually, it's decision day. And I'm going to shake their hand matter-of-factly, and I'm going to walk away. That's what I'm going to do.
All business. We're wearing coat and tie all
business.
day. Yes, all business day. Yes.
I think we should also mention, just because it bears repeating, but Jordan Bloomer, my word, like she is just making great save after great save. I guess you guys saw the news that Kenny Lunt is now available. She was on the bench for this match. So it'll be great to have both of them on our team, period, as we head into hopefully the playoffs. And they're both good keepers, and Jordan just continues to impress. And but I'm glad Katie is getting healthy, so that's exciting as well.
I got to be honest with you, man. I am glad, Jordan. I'm not glad that Katie got hurt. I'm glad that Katie's not playing and Jordan is playing, because Jordan finally got her shot. She made the most of it, and it's not just the shot stopping ability where she's hitting the ball and then it's hitting the crossbar and not going in. But she's also good with her feet, and she can range forward to provide, us to be able to press higher on the field. Her distribution is way better than Katie's was. She can get the ball down the field farther, and then her distribution when she needs to clear it because she's being pressed is staying on the field more than it's being booted out the sideline. So I think she is a better goalkeeper than Katie.
I think there's an element of the intangible here as well, right? Because I think Jordan provides sort of a spark. I believe the term I heard was the catalyst. She's kind of the catalyst of us kind of coming together this season and really making that push. So I know it's not really a question that's on anybody's mind. I mean, when you have a keeper that's in form as well as ours is, I mean, it's not really a question of like who's going to start.
Well, Pokorny's back too, so she did play a minute, so she's probably going to have to get eased into it. And Malay's back as well. Yes. Don't know what's going on with Peterson, which worries me about some of these positions. But the more depth we can get, the better. Because when you're going through this game saying we have to defend now for 30 plus minutes, who do we have on the bench that we can bring in? The list ain't that long.
Yeah.
So getting players healthy that are not goalkeepers. I mean, getting goalkeepers healthy is important too, obviously, but really, really important.
We're obviously not going to preview this match, but this is the biggest match in team history. I know we've said that before, but this is
the last one. No, this one was.
Yeah, this one is the greatest night in the history of our sport. It's but
that's right.
Yeah, but like it is a huge game coming up November 2nd. Only significant because of this game, and
yes, 100%.
So I'm excited about that one. It's gonna be fun, but we gotta get out and support racing in a couple weeks, and the winning is not their only way in, but it's obviously the way that we want to go in. So that would be nice. All right.
It's like LouCity winning the Shield, right? Like, yeah, we could have won with a draw, but we want to win.
That's right.
We want to win on that Shield day.
That's right. Speaking of Louisville City, it was a late night. It was a late night on the West Coast, a clash. Louisville City FC brought the heat, but couldn't quite find the finish. 24 shots, a whole lot of attacking intent, but the boys in purple looked determined to make a statement against Orange County SC. They had a different view, a different idea. Defending deep, staying compact, perhaps a Dr. Emily Van Holt-inspired compression veil led to a frustrating final third execution. We saw some changes in the lineup. Looked like Jansen Wilson was kind of getting back in form. We talked about that last week as well. And Philip Goodrum kept the pressure on with 7 shots. And now the pressure is on us to review these highlights if I can get to them properly.
We're almost there. We're close.
If I understand the compression veil, which I may or may not
go on, yes,
completely, then I don't think Orange County executed it as well as Miami. But I also think we had some significant personnel changes in this game. So that probably impacted the result more than anything. What do you think, Matt?
Yes, a lot of team rotation here. We have now I don't know how true to form this graphic is, but we have McFadden as a center back, and we've got Dia on the left, Tosh.
I think Tosh was predominantly in the middle, and then McFadden was on the right, and Dia was on the left most of the time. I think
we got Serrano starting. I'm not sure. It's been a little bit since he's gotten the start, I think. And you'll see down there at the bottom, Mr. Emmanuel Perez, Manny Perez.
I saw him on the sideline watching the game. Didn't get a minute in, but
he's there.
Yeah. So interesting choices, understandable choices if both Adams and Jones have a knock, but I think it changed us strategically a little bit. We don't have the long throw threat now, and we don't have the feet and the well, I don't know. I'm going to correct myself. We do, but it's different than Adams and Jones with McFadden and Dia. Dia, I thought, had an excellent game. Okay.
Goodrum there on that shot.
Goodrum's not as sharp. What do you think? Yeah. I just don't feel
I think he's got this is a great setup pass. I think that's AP over to Dobby on this shot.
Yeah.
I think Goodrum had probably our best chances, at least one-on-one. I know there was sort of a scrum in front of
this one right here where he
second half. Yes, this is
it was
what
good.
A difficult shot
on frame. I mean, I think the keeper had that post well covered. So I think
that's still a tough save, even though he's like positioned perfectly. That's still, I mean, it's coming at him pretty quickly, and there's not a lot of reaction time. I mean,
coming quick. All he can do is
a really well placed ball.
Yeah.
And here, just in case you need reminding as we're heading into the postseason, that it doesn't matter how the game's going or what the run of play is. Off the crossbar just a second ago, 1 second is all it takes to be down 1-0. 1 second.
And I thought they had the of all chances in the game, including chances on frame, they had the better chances. So that could have easily, whether it was we had 24 or 30 shots, that could have easily gone down as an L.
I like the ambulance placement in the background on that shot too.
We couldn't figure out what was going on there because they're like balloons and stuff, and I think there was a party, some sort of ambulance party or something going on back there.
Orange County didn't wear their Orange Cassidy jerseys on a pay-per-view night, which is, I mean, bad form, gentlemen. Bad form.
That's great.
There's a good shot from Jansen. I believe that was Jansen.
It was Jansen Wilson. There was a lot of traffic in front of him, and it was
big whiff there.
From his spot where he likes to shoot from, but there was just a whole bunch of stuff in front of him.
Yep.
And might have been a deflection that took a little bit of the sting out of the ball and pushed it wide.
Jansen taking a corner here, which we don't often see, especially with Serrano on the field.
Yeah, maybe it's the corners from that side. Didn't miss by much. Only about, I don't know, 12 inches. 12?
No. And here's that scrum I was talking about. I really feel like we could have had one here. Sort of bounces around in the front. Looks like a couple people take a shot at it.
The element of luck was not with us tonight.
Not this night. Another ball in for Dobby.
That's a set play that they practice a lot, and Toach running near post, deflected across or in. Scored a number of times like that, but not tonight.
Is that Josh Sargent? Orange County goes a little long to try to get something going, but nothing doing.
Yeah.
Season tickets on sale right now, Orange County. Get yours today.
It looks
There's nothing else to do in Florida.
It looks a little bit more crowded than it used to be, especially at the end.
It sounded good.
Yeah, so it seems like things have picked up, at least maybe not for the middle seats, but for the end seats, and that's always a good thing. I thought I had heard they had stadium woes and lease ending and shit like that. Hopefully they've got all that stuff figured out, because they're a good team. They've always been a good team. Good organization.
Mm-hmm.
Good ambulances.
Good ambulances.
They're great ambulances, just legendary ambulances.
I don't think those are there as ambulances, but maybe they are.
Louisville City dominated the final third. 125 passes, 72.8% accuracy rate. Orange County.
Here's your playoff berth, Orange County.
53%.
Not today.
Yeah.
Lost
but
big.
If you're doing stats like that in the final third passes, and your number nine
and you're putting up zero,
is not getting on that ball and not getting either more chances they could potentially score, or at least getting it on frame, then something's up. We're gonna look at that.
Yep.
Ooh, an Ownby. Boy, oh boy, if Ownby would have scored.
I was the hero again.
2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
He wanted to retry that knee slide, gentlemen. That's what it was about.
I don't know, man. I'm pushing 40, and the knees aren't what they used to be. So I don't know. I don't know how Ownby's feeling.
Wait till you get one of them. Wait till you start getting them replaced, dude. They won't feel like knees.
All right,
enough of the knee replacement money.
Old man talk over here.
The win streak ends at 7. We've merely won 10 of our past 12. What a lackluster season. What a gaudy season.
Terrible, I tell you.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right, Matt. We know that this late in the season, I think you said it last week, and I kind of hinted at it. We want to avoid injury. We want to sharpen some things that need sharpening, maybe, stuff like that. Louisville City putting up 24 shots is great. Disappointing we come out in a 0-0 situation. And I asked this again, and I asked it on the last episode after a 1-0 victory. I'm trying to say nil. I'm getting in trouble for saying 0 at home. But this is 2 games where the offense has not really been clicking. Is this any kind of concern? Last week I asked a similar question, and you guys went in a completely different direction.
I think in terms of chances, what was our XG, like 2.5? So I mean,
it was like ridiculously high. Yes,
4 times the amount of good chances, I suppose, as Orange County. I still think we're getting good looks. We're getting them kind of in bunches too. We just couldn't finish. 3 times as many touches as them in the opposition box. So I mean, we were pretty much all over it attacking wise.
Why is there a quiz going? I'm so sorry.
You've confused the crap out of me. But to answer your question,
sorry,
I am concerned about our ability to score right now. I'm kind of alluding to that through that last game analysis, especially with Goodrum not being on the score sheet in a while, and the clear-cut chances that he did get, were they really clear-cut? I think it could potentially be an issue. So we got to.
It's not the time for it, but at the same time, the whole season we've been winning a lot of matches. Most of the matches, I guess, it's been about defense. I mean, coming out of the playoffs last year, that was, certainly a goal for the team is to tighten it up on D. And they have done so, and sometimes this might be the result of that. You just got 2 teams playing. Look what Orange County San Antonio, 1-0 victory on Wednesday. A draw the previous game with New Mexico. So, they're finding ways to try to sneak in to that bottom spot over in the West, which we'll be talking about momentarily as well.
Well, I think teams are also learning how to play us by watching us throughout the year. Jensen Wilson getting shut down a lot is I think predominantly based on where he's scoring from and what runs he's making, and teams are learning how to pick that up. They're also learning how to shut down Goodrum. So, yeah, I think there is some work to be done, especially when you're the people that are normally playing your wingback roles, which are McFadden and Dia, are pulled in. Because you've sat two center backs. Now you're not able to as much overload some of the sides, especially McFadden getting up and down the field. So we're missing that piece just by that. All right, but Cruz knows this, and he knew that we weren't going to be able to overload as much by doing this. But it was more important because this game was relatively meaningless to rest the center backs that had knocks, I guess. Hopefully not bad ones.
Yeah, Danny said he was being cautious, I believe, with who traveled, who did and did not travel to Orange County, which is, I mean, the way to go.
You know, if you would have been on our Discord, you could have heard live inside info from our correspondent on the field, Patrick B.
That's right. Our
Patty
roving
Ice
reporter.
getting it done for us. Seeing a lot of stuff going on pre-lineup release, so that was cool. But yeah, join us on the Discord. That's also a cool place. While you're at it, hit that like button at the bottom of your screen, because I forget to tell people to do that, and apparently that helps people do that, including myself, I guess. So yeah, exciting. Were you guys able to make it to the final whistle? Be honest. I mean, I know I'm tired on a Saturday night.
Well, I tell you what, because I was at Broadway, I didn't get home until like the second half.
Well, you usually DVR and do that whole thing and all that.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what channel it was on because they keep switching this, right? So first thing I go to is YouTube TV. No, it's not on there. ESPN. No, hope it's not on there. And then finally found it on Paramount, I guess, right? That's what it was on. You all have this problem, or is it just me? Because I never can find the game when I need to. And then pausing things and recording things in the wrong app, it's killing me.
It's not like
it used to be much
we need to
easier.
go back to where we're watching it live and in person.
We need 4 channels
all right.
maximum.
I usually like to get up to change the channel.
That's right. Adjust the ears on the set.
Yeah. All right. Well, without further ado,
it's Table Talk. Bop.
It'll never die. Table Talk is back. We are getting to that point in the year where Table Talk is completely understandable. There is a lot going on in both leagues, but we are going to focus on the USL as it is tight, and there's lots of teams involved all over the place. It's like you just constantly look around and it's like Lexington needs this to happen and this team needs this to happen. Lexington was really rooting for us on Saturday. We kind of helped them. Not really. Both teams picking up a point.
They need more help.
So,
they need more than us.
Guys, 10 matches are total between Wednesday and this weekend that have playoff implications. And if you think I got that from Patrick on Discord, you are wrong, mister. All right. Table Talk. Matt, talk about this table.
All right. So, John, I'm assuming you're about to get that loaded up on your FOTMob screen right there.
Probably.
Top of the table, number 1. The top 8 spots, remember, in each conference move on to the playoffs. So we've got Louisville City, Charleston Battery at 1 and 2. Those spots are locked. All right. Not going up. You're not going down. Those are your 1 and 2 seeds. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now 3 through 6, they could end up anywhere. We don't know. Okay. That's Hartford right now, who plays us. Then we've got Pittsburgh, who they have the last home spot at the moment. They have Phoenix. They don't have a coach, but they have Phoenix coming up.
A coach, but they got Phoenix.
Yeah. Or they have one, but he's on paid leave, but nobody knows what's going on.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes players will play better when you have a coach that I don't know. Do we know why? The name is escaping me. The big guy.
Bob Lilly.
Are you pointing at
teams that play
you think
better,
you think he's going to
the
West?
managers get sacked. Yeah.
You think he's going to go coach West Ham?
No, I'm saying, you said sometimes players play better when their coaches leave or get fired or whatever. Well, West
Why
Ham.
did he get fired? Do we know?
Well, Lily's on administrative leave. He's not
Why?
fired.
Why is he on administrative leave?
Nobody knows. There's a lot of speculation, but I mean, I haven't seen. I looked this up right before the show. I haven't seen anything leaked. I haven't seen. Nobody's made any sort of reference to what it is. I've heard a lot of people personally say health issues, but you don't usually get put on administrative leave for health issues.
They would have said something by now. It's
Yes,
way too
the
long.
wording of it. So
Another one of these mysteries like Hackworth, right? Left, and then there's an NDA been signed, or a whole bunch of people signed NDAs, and we'll never know.
Bruce Arena for their New England Revolution. He went on administrative leave, and I think he ended up getting fired. Nobody has any idea why that happened. So, regardless, Pittsburgh has Phoenix.
We could speculate.
Yeah, we can wildly speculate. That's what we're here for.
Yes.
So, all right, back to the table.
Sorry.
The fifth position, Loudown United. They will play number 6, North Carolina. They're jockeying for that fifth spot. 7 and 8, we've got Rhode Island and Detroit City. Rhode Island has clinched, right? They're good. They're in. Regardless, Detroit still has some work to do. They currently hold that final spot, but Indy 11 is right there behind them. They're a point behind. Detroit has Tampa, who could also, maybe theoretically jump them for the last spot. I'm not really sure.
That would be amazing.
They're close on points. It would be very great.
Shitty a season as Tampa has had all season, for them to knock Detroit. Aren't they playing each other, right?
Yes, Detroit.
To knock Detroit out of the playoffs and put themselves in the playoffs would be magical.
I don't want that to happen, just because that's a lot of momentum. That's a lot. That can rally your whole locker room, right? And then they're going to come to Lynn. I don't want that to happen. All right.
Loudoun,
I
a
want
team
Detroit
that
to limp into the playoffs, and then we pick up the scraps.
Who's Indy playing?
Indy has Orange County.
Yeah.
Who also needs a win. I believe they still need a win, or at least some points to get in to the West. So, or to clinch their spot anyway.
Well, who do we want to play in the first round of the playoffs? That's the question for us.
That's the big question.
I'll give you, if you're gonna have a Cinderella scenario, it'd be Rhode Island, right? You'd kill Rhode Island in the first round, get a little revenge there on your way to a third star.
How is Rhode Island faring right now?
They are faring, scoring very few goals, although they put 5 up against said Tampa Bay, which makes no sense. Soccer makes no sense. We know this.
Nope.
But yeah, they're off and on, but they've been better as of late overall, I would say.
So if Detroit beats Tampa, then we play Rhode Island, and Rhode Island doesn't win. They draw.
Yes. Yes, depending on who has that tiebreaker. Rhode Island has New Mexico.
They could lose
Should
that.
they lose? Yes, we could potentially see a Rhode Island. Let's see. Let me check the form on here. Rhode Island has won 3 out of 5, so they're on a 5-match unbeaten streak, which is not great.
No, I want Detroit. I want to bounce them out of the first round of the playoffs.
That'd be nice. I feel like they are the weakest opponent out of this lineup.
Hear about it. That's what I want. I want Detroit.
Detroit, what? Yeah, I think that they are. Detroit has lost 3 of their last 5, so they're in the worst form of all playoff contenders and playoff would-be's right now. So, yeah, Detroit at 8 would be great. Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yep, that'd be great. All right,
let's do it. No notes. We did it.
All right. We can talk about the West?
Yeah, we can look at the West a little bit. I didn't do I wasn't as in-depth with the West because it's the West. Let's see. The top spot is clinched by FC Tulsa, which is LouCity West. Yes, that's right. Sacramento Republic has clinched at least a playoff spot and a home quarterfinal, which means they're at least in the top 4. They're currently in second. New Mexico United is a point behind them in number 3. They've clinched a playoff spot and a home game in the first round. We don't know where they'll end up though. They could jump New Mexico depending on or Sacramento depending on what happens. El Paso is in at number 4. They hold the last quarterfinal spot. Phoenix at 5, San Antonio at 6, Colorado at 7. They all have clinched the spots, but again, some moving around in the last weekend. We could see Orange County currently has the final playoff spot. Lexington is in number 9. They are tied on points with Orange County, but I don't think they've got maybe any tiebreakers. I think the tiebreakers really do in Lexington.
Who are they
It
playing?
would be cool to see them in the playoffs, though, especially because we don't have to see them until a potential final, right? We're not going to see them in the normal conference we're going to play. So yeah, they could do whatever they want in the West. I hope they win it.
They are at Oakland.
They could make it.
They could beat the Roots.
Yeah. That'd be fun. I don't think they'll win the West, so I don't think that'll happen. I think you got a lot of
All
good
Kentucky
teams out
won.
there. Tulsa, Sacramento, New Mexico. Those are all really good teams. So I don't think they can beat all those teams.
I sort of feel like Tulsa is kind of like, I don't know, it's like a matchup of destiny or something. I don't know.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We'll see. It's really hard to win this cup because of the way it's not
If
easy.
you've never watched the USL playoffs, they're wild. All right. They are, nothing makes sense.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking.
Yes, nerve-wracking. It generally around this time of the year is when soccer starts getting very, what do you call it, Ken? Squeaky bung-ho.
Squeaky bum time. That's the O'Connorism and maybe somebody else before him.
Alex Ferguson. Sorry, Alex Ferguson.
Is it Alex Ferguson? Maybe.
Fergie.
Yeah, do you wish they did a decision day like they do in the NWSL and other places?
Hell yeah.
It's just logistically hard to pull off, I imagine.
Yeah.
Especially East Coast, West Coast, all that stuff. NWSL
That's why I guess that's why the racing game is going to be at like 5 o'clock, right? Because we've got, they've got all the different time zones they've got to account for. So it would have to be like an earlier, like midday game, which is cool. I'm fine with that. I think decision days are really fun, especially when your team is really good and you don't have to worry about like winning or losing like we do. That really helps.
I like it in a pro rel format too. So I wonder when we're going to learn anything about that.
I think there's still a lot of decisions that they have to make. The pro rel part is one thing. It's everything surrounding it. I think that's going to be the difficult part for the league to get through.
Yeah, like signing a labor contract. Yeah.
For example,
they're having problems with that. Yeah.
Yeah. But just like you said with the decision day, if the USL could do that concept, I mean, the USL is just wanting to have games at relatively good times locally to draw people to the matches. And, Orange County, hats off, their supporter section looks pretty packed. Their other side over there was, whatever. But, I mean, like, if we want this thing to grow, it's going to have to – I've talked a lot about production quality and all that. Going into the playoffs, I'm hoping that these are Golazo seems to be better than ESPN Plus in general from a production.
Yes.
Golazo, I guess, which is CBS, which is Paramount, right? Those are all the same.
Yeah, Paramount.
Yes.
Yep.
Same thing. They're kind of all in on this soccer stuff. Because I was on Paramount watching the game, and I'm usually never watching sports on that channel, but they've got some kind of sports shows where they just run through like all the leagues and stuff like that. It's actually it's a lot better than anybody else is doing right now. So
I appreciate the fact that we're not the only soccer related show out there that has a sports ticker that has USL scores on it. It's just nice to see at the bottom of the screen on Golazo it says USL League One.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it just makes it look more legit, in some ways, like you see championship scores on screens normally and stuff in England. So I'm looking forward for the playoffs. Looking back at Louisville City history, we know this time of the year we have been fortunate enough to not have to worry about it like a lot of other teams do, and we know that this team is capable of making a good run. It's in a place where obviously it is. We don't have to worry. Tables are behind us at this point, but the second season, so to speak, starts very soon.
The real season.
Yeah, the real thing.
For some people, anyway.
Now, earlier, you might recall that the quiz was playing, but I was deep in stats. That's why I don't have stats generally pulled up on this part of my screen. I'm just sitting there looking at them. So I'm not sure what quiz played, but I do have, believe it or not, a new quiz for tonight.
Okay.
All right.
Should we preview Hartford really quick?
Yeah, Hartford is next, actually, it turns out.
Okay, we're going to do quiz first. Okay,
Yes.
let's do that.
No, well, I was going to do something different, a little just quiz in the middle of the show.
Yeah,
but,
you're the host. You make these decisions. What am I talking about? Yeah, you do.
Now, I'm the host that does not have the rundown. So, about Fartford.
Fartford.
Most people, I follow a lot of Rhode Island stuff online, and boy, they hate the old fart. This team, though, is no joke this year. They are the Jägermeister Cup champions, and they have come out of nowhere. I mean, yes, they're several points back, but they are in third, and they worked their way up the table the old-fashioned way. Guys, what do you guys see about Hartford coming up this weekend? Should be a really nice day.
So they got something to play for, right? They can move up in positioning, right? I don't think that they've clinched a home playoff game as of yet, but I think they can do that with some points against us. So I guess they're a little, I don't want to say they're more motivated, but we've got stuff to play for too. I just really want to see in this game, like some intensity, like some ferocity, some fight. I want Hartford to come in knowing they've got stuff to do, knowing they've got stuff to win for, and I want them to punch us in the mouth, and I want us to get up and punch them back. I want to see, maybe not. I want to see maybe a playoff atmosphere in the stands. Let's go ahead and get prepared and ready for the week after this. I'd like to see some intensity, but the caveat here, no injuries, none whatsoever. No pulled muscles, no jammed fingers. Nobody cuts a toenail too close. Nothing. All right. I want everybody in pristine health in the playoffs. So that is the most important, I think, to me.
Yeah, Matt, you said last week about, getting a true test, maybe even dropping, talking about Orange County, just to get them mad and fired up. We might have got that with the draw. I guess we're going to see this Saturday, right, Ken?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's the chili cook-off.
Yes, correct you are.
So
world famous.
The world famous.
Are you participating this year?
I am. I'm a second place winner with wasn't a chili, but doesn't matter. And now I'm actually going to do a real Texas chili. So hopefully it works out. So I am entering for sure.
That's without meat.
Yeah, no meat.
Or with meat. Okay, I'm just making sure. You said like real chili.
Meat substitute. So it's actually unicorn tears that were farted on by whales that became a mushy substance, and I use it as a meat substitute. It shoots rainbows. Those little pieces.
Is that vegan as well?
No, it's not vegan.
I had one of those at Burger King.
I don't use vegan meat substitutes. You need that kind of egg to hold everything together. Anyway, Hartford. Hartford lost to Tampa Bay, weirdly, in their last game. They probably have a little bit of a Jaeger hangover. So I'm guessing they put everything they had into that cup and won it. Congratulations to them. But they are a very good team, and there's definitely something to not be fearful, but to be wary of. I would expect us to play the same starting 11 we would play if it was a playoff game, to kind of finely tune the instrument. and I want to see an attack that's clicking and players that are getting open. The thing I don't know about when we go to other fields and play is how wide is their field, how good is their field, and things like that versus how we play in our field, because these things are variable. So I don't know those things when we go to other places. So since we're playing at home now for the rest of the year, I think it's starting 11. Let's be firing on all cylinders in this game.
When I was researching, I came across a Reddit thread, and I'm not sure the context of this thread, but the poster mentioned that the lack of sportsmanship from Hartford, very unclassy, I guess. I don't know what precipitated all this, but maybe Hartford are dicks. I don't know. So maybe we can get our edge that way. Maybe they just come in and they're jerks, and we go, you know what? Let's just beat these guys into the ground.
That's a good motivator right there. Yeah.
It's competitive. It's uber competitive, which they should be because they're professional athletes playing where they're trying to win championships. A lot of people could say that about some of our players over the years. And in the same way we talk about Enzo Martinez, because he's just a really competitive player. So
I don't know. People love Philip Goodrum. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, the whole league. I mean, they got tifos for him at other teams. For crying out loud.
Yeah.
Exactly. My point. I rest my point. So yeah, are they a dirty club? I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard that either. But I am also not on any of the socials, so I really don't know what other people
because that which is written on the socials must be true.
Absolutely,
it is.
Yes,
it's gospel.
Yes. As someone who goes through life believing everything that they hear, especially if they're like based in the Maryland woods, and there's witches involved, I believe, that's what we call a callback, gentlemen.
Yeah, that is
boom.
That is a good callback. We hope that you enjoyed tonight's episode, and we did not forget about the quiz. You thought I did, though, didn't you? All right. Sorry about your luck. You're gonna like this one. I promise. Well,
so if it's,
are we going to talk about were we going to talk about the casino? Aren't they building a casino at Lynn Family Stadium now?
That was part of. Well, we could. You want? I mean, we can talk about it. I had actually an inside scoop on that I was actually going to put on next week's episode.
Oh, I spoiled it.
Well, exclusive.
Huh?
I have an exclusive. You heard it here first. Tune in next week. Actually, next week, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Halloween edition of 24-Hour Purple People. Is that true? Are we gonna do Hall of Presidents? Like what was it? We're all gonna dress up as something, right?
Yeah, I don't think we ever coordinated that. Are we talking like a Point Break thing? Like we're gonna dress up as ex-presidents and then rob banks? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
We'll surf.
I need some spending money for the playoffs.
I don't know if this actually. You know what? I know this was. I know why this. Now I know what happened. Because the answer is not on here. I was just going to say the answer. You see, I made this moments before we broadcasted. Which one of these happened on November 2nd in Louisville soccer history? LouCity wins the 10th straight playoff opener. LouCity defeated New York Red Bulls 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals. LouCity defeated Riverhounds in the 118th minute at Pitt, or all the above.
So I know, generally I just pick all of the above regardless, but I know for a fact two of these things 100% happened. We definitely beat Red Bulls 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we definitely defeated Riverhounds in the 118th minute at Pitt, thanks to a beautiful PDP header that I will never forget my entire life. And I'm assuming we won our 10th straight playoff opener.
Yep, all of the above.
Now this one at the very end, it says Indy 11. I do apologize. It is not Indy 11. That was the answer from last week. This host has lost all control. It is all of the above. So
yeah, we got one.
What a crazy day, November 2nd, and maybe Racing will be on this, clinching their first ever playoff berth on November 2nd. Well, see, it all just ties together. I was going to save that, but I probably should have since I did not actually put the answer on there. But since I spoiled it, it didn't matter. So, all right.
Just do it again next week.
We'll do it again next week. We hope you come back next week and join us as well. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can subscribe to our channel for more ridiculous content. Gentlemen, any closing thoughts? This has been fun. Ken?
No, I don't think so. Look forward to this weekend. I'm going to break some fest tables, more fest tables.
Ooh, nice.
So
Those are a big hit.
Line up the fest tables for the tailgate.
If you have not been to a chili cook-off at a Louisville City tailgate, this has been going on since what? Possibly year one.
Not year one, but probably year 3.
Close
We didn't
to
start
it.
tailgating like really until like year.
Just
3.
say it was year one, all right?
Year 1. It was year 1.
It's year one, day one.
But Ken does make some killer chili too, as well. So that's, that is exciting. Matt?
24hourpurplepeople@gmail.com if you want to hit us up directly. Yeah, that's it. I had something else and then I forgot it.
Ken, I also want to say that is a very stylish top you're wearing there. I am quite jealous. I believe the Coopers still have some of those available of the jacket, so I might just have to get one. We can be twinsies.
Oh.
All right. Well, thanks again, guys. We are 24-hour Purple People, and we are desperately out of time. Good night, everybody. We will see you next time, Purple Fam. Peace out.
Sorry for all the lag. I love you. Goodbye.
I love you too.